Hi, everybody. Oh, it's so nice to be here in my own hometown and have you people come. It fills me with humidity. It really does. You're so sweet. And thank you, Mick, for that nice introduction. Isn't he a super pussycat, that Mick Meyer? Helpful came right in my dressing room down there, helped me zip up my dress from the inside. Never had that happen before, but it was kind of nice. And Fussy, Dennis Hansen, you know, he runs this place, looked me over before I came out here. He said, "Pardon me, Granny, but your stockings are wrinkled and they're sagging quite a bit." That kind of irritated me. I didn't have any on. Yeah. Mick asked me about 3 months ago, I think I was out in Arizona, asked if I could come back to our performing arts, and I said, great, I'd love to come. And he's typed me a letter every week since, I think. I don't know if he thought I was going to die off or what. I guess he's got a new typewriter. He just loves to type. I said, what kind of typewriter you got anyway, Beck? He said, it's a brand new kind. Oh, I said, really? I said, what's it called? He said, it's a Ronald Reagan typewriter. Well, I said, what's that like? And he said, no colon, no memory. You know, Mickey looks cool as a cucumber standing up here, didn't he? Well, let me tell you, he's a nervous wreck. You should see him back there. Oh, I hope they all get here in time. Here's the bus down here. Oh, what am I going to do? Oh, he said, Granny, he said, everything's gone wrong for me today. He said, I got up this morning and put my shirt on and a darn button fell off. Then I was going to have my cup of coffee and the handle fell off the cup. He said, I've been afraid to go to the bathroom all day. Well, you surely, I'm glad they left the lights on. You're surely a dressy group, I must say that. You look so nice. Yeah. That Eldon Aarons from Tecumseh, Nebraska, have you seen him today? Well, yeah, he's got a new pair of slacks on. His family chipped in and gave him for Christmas. Looks real snappy. The only trouble with Eldon's slacks, they're a little tight in the crotch, which causes his right eye to dance a little bit. So if you girls think that Eldon Aarons is trying to make a pass at you, forget it. He's just got crotch problems. Oh, dear. I like going to Nebraska. You know, this is my hometown. These are my roots. But I do have some problems coming from Minnesota, to tell you the truth. Because it seems like if you tell people you're from Minnesota, they think for sure you're a Norwegian, and if you're Norwegian, you're kind of dumb. Oh, that makes me so darn mad. Yeah, I was out in Arizona sitting at a cafe one day last winter, and a fella came up to my table and he said, I understand you're from Minnesota. He said, I suppose you're a Norwegian. I knew I was going to get it right then. Well, he said, did you hear about the 2 Norwegians who came out to Seattle, Washington, where I live? I said, well, I suppose I didn't. And he said, well, they must have read our Sunday paper because they read about that wonderful travel bargain there was, a cruise around the world, $100. Boy, that first Norwegian thought, what a deal. He went up to the travel bureau, put his $100 bill down, and he said, I'll take it. And they tied him to a board and they threw him in the ocean. Well, the second Norwegian, he didn't know that first Norwegian, but he read it, and he just went a huffing and a puffing to the travel bureau, and he said, is the office still good? Is it still good? Yes, it's still good, he said. He said, I'll take it. And they tied him to a board and threw him in the ocean. So there those 2 Norwegians were out in the ocean just kind of bombing around. Finally, they got a little closer together, and the first Norwegian said to the second Norwegian, do they offer breakfast on this cruise? The second Norwegian said, I don't think so. They didn't last year. It irritates me. I'm going to take my fur piece off. I really just wore it to kind of impress on you people. It isn't mink, girl, so don't be jealous. I think I'm allergic to mink. I get sick every time I see another woman wearing one. I really don't know what it is. Pa gave it to me about 10 years ago for Christmas. All I know is every time I turn on the kitchen light, it scoots under the refrigerator. Yeah. But this is a special day, I tell you. In a sunny, nice day, we couldn't have a better day, could we? Traveling, that's nice. Yeah, in fact, I wasn't going to mention it's kind of personal, but at 5:30 this morning, Pa and I got a long-distance telephone call from Minneapolis. We got a brand new great-grandchild this very morning. How about that? Is that great? Yeah. Well, in fact, that is good news and bad news, to tell you the truth. I mean, the good news was it was a nice, healthy 8.5-pound baby girl. But the bad news was it was cesarean, and we kind of hoped to be Norwegian like the rest of us. Yeah. I meet some people everywhere I go. I meet a few people that saw me at the parks out in Arizona. That's real nice. Yeah, Pa and I, we do go out to Arizona. We're going again this winter. I don't want to live out there permanently. No, no way. But we, you know, it's getting so that Minnesota only has 2 seasons now. Winter's coming and winter's here. So we just go out there to get warmed up a little bit. Yeah, and we used to go just a couple days after Christmas. We just whip out there. But I don't know, as Pa has gotten older and pokier, it takes him so darn long to turn off all the valves and drain the toilets. It got to be January 26th before we got there last year. Isn't that terrible? Oh, I tell you, everything seemed to happen before we left, just everything. Even our cat died, our darling little pussy cat we had for 15 years, up and died. Oh, I felt bad. Yeah. It had 9 lives, but that semi-trailer had 18 wheels. So it's gone to that big sandbox up in the sky, you might say. But we did like they tell you to do. We replaced our pet. That isn't easy, is it? No. No, but we love cats. We wanted to take another one with us out to Arizona. So we went out and we got a male cat this time. Yeah, and when I think of it, that took time too because we had to go to the veterinarian and get the shots. You know, you got to do that. Sure. Yeah. And then the veterinarian thought we should get our cat fixed before we left. Yeah, he says to me, that little boy cat of yours will be much happier after he's fixed. You know, I doubt that. I've known lots of male persons in my lifetime, and you ask any one of them what would make them really, really happy, and rarely have they mentioned neutering. Yeah. Yeah, with Arizona, I tell you, you don't want to stay too late. We waited until, yeah, because we got a late start getting out there. We didn't come home till May 15th, I believe it was. And hot out there, 122 degrees. Oh, I had to keep my bloomers in the vegetable crisper. Yeah, we got to stay home for Christmas. All our kids, they want to come home to Granny's house, you know. And I tell you, when they leave, I'm just pooped. You too, huh, sweetie? Oh, I'm just worn out. Yeah, I'm so tired out, I can't even enjoy New Year's Eve, to tell you the truth. No, and oh, that used to be my big night, New Year's Eve. Yeah, Pa and I, we'd go to a few house parties with some of our neighbor friends, and then maybe we'd go down to the VFW Club or the Legion Club and do a little easy dancing. And I'd ring out the old ear and ring in the new, ding dong, ding dong. Now I just tinkle a little and go to bed. That's it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, just exhausted. Yeah, Pa was worn out too. I don't know why. Heck, he doesn't do a thing, you know. I told Pa this year, Pa, you got to help a little bit. I'm getting older. You could at least do a little decorating. You could hang, you know what he did? He hung up his Christmas stocking, and then the Board of Health made him take it down. But the night after the kids left, I tell you, we just sat there in our easy chair and relaxed. Oofda. Yeah. And I remember Pa, he tapped me on my knee and he said, Granny, whatever happened to our sex relations? And I said, you know, Pa, I don't believe we got a Christmas card from him this year either. So we got out our Norwegian hymnal and we sang a couple songs, Pa, and I like to do that. Just kind of quiet like. And Pa said, say that nice prayer you always say that I like so well. Maybe you've heard it, but it, may those who love us, and those who don't love us, may God turn their hearts. And if he can't turn their hearts, may he turn their ankles, so we'll know them by their limping. Amen. Say amen to that. Amen. Sweet. That's a sweet, sweet, sweet little, yes. Yeah, I don't know how much longer, Pa, and I can keep going out to Arizona because, 2,000 miles, you know. Whew. Yeah, Pa doesn't see real good. He can't hear real well. I had to read all the road signs all the way out there last year. Just pooped when I got there. Pa wants me to make lots of peanut butter sandwiches, so we just don't stop at all. Oh, I got sick of that peanut butter. Well, we went, he likes to go by way of Flagstaff, and they don't know how to scrape the roads out there. It is just, it's scary, mountain country. Well, we went, I know we stopped at a rest stop once, and I went and looked to see if we had a flat tire. The car was being so like that, you know. So I went and looked under the car, and you know what I found? Pa's only got one snow tire on. One snow tire? I said, Pa, what's the meaning of that? You only got one snow tire on. He said, winter's half over. Well, we did whip into one little repair shop. I remember that. That was up there. I don't remember the town, but I heard Pa say, fix my horn, my brakes have quit working. So we went honking all the way into Mesa, Arizona. But it's a funny thing, you know, without brakes, you make real good time. Yeah. Finally we got to around Albuquerque, and I said, Pa, we got to stay all night now. I'm tired. So we did stay all night. We stayed at a Motel 6. That's Pa's favorite motel. He loves that Motel 6. In fact, I got him spoiled. Now I have to put a point on the toilet paper. But it's economical. You can't do any better than that, you know. And I was glad it was economical because I think our winter started in November last year, remember? We got early start. And the roads were just terrible. And that's when our oldest granddaughter up in Minneapolis decided she was going to get married. Well, we shouldn't have even been out on the roads, you know. But big deal like that, you got to go. Sure. So our kids decided maybe if we would caravan up there, we could go safely. We go. So Pa and I rode in the station wagon with our oldest boy. And then the kids had a rule, we all should stay at the very same hotel so we didn't get lost up there in Minneapolis. Yeah, this isn't such a big town, you know, here. Yeah, and another rule, every couple should take care of their own bill. Well, that's all right. And girls, I carry the purse, I got the money, and I got this bill, and I tell you, it was just atrocious. And very large, too. $175 for Pa and I to stay one night at that Radisson South in Minneapolis. Isn't that just terrible? Well, Pa said, don't get all excited. Maybe they made a mistake at the desk. Why don't you ask in the morning? Did I ever get down there in the morning? I said, girlie, is this right, $175 for Pa and I to stay just one night here at your hotel? She said, yes, but it includes many things. Well, I said, what does it include then? She said, well, it includes the room service. I said, wait a minute. We didn't use the room service. Well, she said, it was there if you wanted it. Well, I said, what else were we supposed to get? She said, the swimming pool. I said, we didn't go pooling at all. Well, she said, it was there if you wanted it. How about the jacuzzi? I said, we don't even know how to jacuzzi. And she said, it was there if you wanted it. Well, I said, I suppose I'm going to have to pay this stupid bill. But I'll tell you one thing, girlie, you're going to have to deduct $30. She said, well, what for? And I said, for hugging and kissing my husband. Well, she said, I didn't hug and kiss your husband. I said, well, it was there if you wanted it.